Hello, hello everyone. It's Julia here, and it is a blustery Monday. Huge storm coming in. It has been whipping with the wind and coming down hard with the rain. Evacuations and flood warnings all around me. So it's a great day to just hang out inside and play with some makeup. We have a photo shoot coming up shortly, and we have a beautiful, talented designer that does these amazing headpieces, and she's also a photographer and makeup artist. She's a all-around girl, and I'm so excited to meet her for the first time. So she is on the way, and we're gonna just have fun inside the studio today and staying out of the rain and keeping dry. So hopefully all you guys are keeping dry too. Give me a shout out if you're here. Give me some hearts and likes, and feel free to share this with your friends so they can see the look of the day that I'm wearing. And so check this out, my eyes. I went really dramatic today just because I just have so much fun playing with different color combinations, and I just love it. So I'm bringing this to you. Not everybody's, everyday look, but sometimes you do just want to glam it up. And here's one way, one look that is just very festive, I think, color palette. So let me get started with you guys. Definitely say hi. Come on, guys. Give me some likes and shares. So I started off with my base today, and I love our BB cream. Mostly because my skin is normal to dry, and it's winter time, so my skin needs as much moisture as it can get. So our BB cream is amazing because it is extra moisturizing, and it has a beautiful, flawless finish. So we do call it BB Flawless. And sorry, this is backwards. Thank you, Facebook. And it does have a light coverage, and I do have quite a bit of redness and rosacea. I got lots of broken blood vessels, and I just kind of want to hide. You guys don't need to see that, trust me. But anyway, I love the BB cream, but I do need a little bit heavier coverage in those areas of concern. So we have this amazing concealer. It's our Skin Perfecting Concealer. And you can use it on its own, just to spot certain areas, or you can mix it with the BB Flawless, and that makes the perfect cocktail of that extra moisture that I love about the BB cream, but gives it that heavier coverage that I feel that I need. So I mix these two together, and I like to mix them. I have this little tray. I'll show you my little mixing tray. I just have a little mixing tray, and I just squirt in a couple colors. So I mix those together, and I just mix it with my fingers. And I kind of warm it up first, because when you warm it up, it just glides right on. And it just like melts right on there. And I just cover my face all over. I kind of skip my eyelids because I do use a different color to kind of highlight and brighten that area. So I'm really just focusing on the rest of my face. Mine is kind of right under my eye and on my lids. And that just has a beautiful coverage. I also blend it down into my neck and even on my décolletage here, because I do have some spots. And why not give my body the moisture as well as giving it some extra coverage. And my top does kind of hang a little bit low today. So that is what I did first. I then use a lighter color concealer and a lighter shade of BB cream, and I also mix that up so you can see side by side. I have a darker one and a lighter one, and that I use on my lid and then underneath my eye in kind of a triangle shape, and that just brightens my eye. It highlights and brightens it up so I look nice and fresh. I also make sure I dab the inner corner of my eye because that's where we tend to look tired, and it tends to look a little bit grayish blue in that area. So I also do the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit on my chin here. And I usually do extra concealer around my nose too, because that area tends to really look real red on me. So go back in areas that still you want to tone down, that you want to even out, and hit it with a little bit of concealer. And a little bit does go a long way. After I kind of rub it first with my fingers, I come back with a blending bud and I spray it with a little bit of our rose water toner because you do want these to be a little bit damp, and I prefer to use our rose water toner that has nutrients instead of the tap water. So what I love about these is the texture that it gives looks like your natural skin. So you're just making it look so flawless by coming in, and I just tap and I press. You don't want to pull and drag. You literally are just kind of pressing that in, and your natural skin texture is going to come through with the blending buds. So I absolutely love our blending buds. You get two sizes. This size is perfect for getting inside the eye area, and then we have a larger size that's bigger that you can do with the rest of your face, or you can just use the one size. But you do get both of these in our little kit, and these are just 25 bucks, and they last a long, long time. Very high quality, so they don't fall apart or get gross or anything. So those are our blending buds. So the rest of my face on the base, I did use, let's see, I did a little bit of contouring, and we have a contouring, or a sculpting trio it's actually called, and we have 3 different shades of these palettes. This is the light, and then we also have a medium and a dark. And after getting this, I realized that I probably should have gone with the medium, but this is what I'm wearing today. What's fun about these palettes is that it gives you this little overlay graphic, and it helps guide you on where you should put the product to contour and to highlight and to add extra kind of 3D highlighting in certain areas. So that is kind of fun and helpful for people that need that extra guidance, and it's always there as a guiding hand, which is nice. So this palette has the contour over here, and it is a cream contour, so it is not a powder, so it is a cream. And I use a very specific brush with this. This is our contour brush, which is amazing. It is double-sided, so this side here is really nice and angled and firm. So I'm able to contour in the hollows of my cheek and the edge of my jawline, and then I can come back with these real soft, it's super, super soft, and I just blend it. And I just keep blending until it looks nice and even. You never want to see harsh lines. So that's how I use the brush. So I contour the outer edges of my jawline, and that will help make my face look a little bit more slimming, and will have my face pop from my neck. And it really helps define that jawline and see that edge, especially when you're a little bit overweight. It will help show a little bit more slimming and defined edge. So that I am going for that for sure. I also use a little bit of contour on the sides of my nose. So I kind of come up from the brow bone and down towards the outer side, and I kind of swoop under. You do that on both sides, and that gives your face a little bit more depth. Because when you put on your foundation, you're just this wash of brownness. You're just evened out completely, which is the point. But then you start just looking really flat. So the idea of contouring and highlighting is to add that depth back to your face. So by contouring your cheekbones, or just the lower part of your cheekbones, you're really making an optical illusion that your cheekbones are bigger and it's casting a shadow. And that's all an illusion. That's the beauty of makeup. It's so much fun. And same with your nose. When you go on the inside of your nose like this, you can make your nose look more slimming because it's going to create this like angled, darkened look to it. So that can make your nose look more slim. So that is super fun. And the middle part of the palette, this is a powder. This is a highlight powder. And I use a fluffy brush for this one, and I just come in and I just dab. Again, I don't drag. I just dab in the areas that I want to highlight, and typically that is under my eyes, the bridge of the nose, up above your brows in the middle, and then your little chin. So the inside of your face is what you're kind of bringing forward, and it's the outer edges that you kind of want to recede back. So I'm highlighting with this. So not only did I highlight with a mixture of BB cream and concealer under these areas, but this kind of comes back and seals in and keeps your concealer from moving around. It sets it, and it also brightens up that area. So that is the second color here, and this is a powder. And then we also have on the end here a 3D highlighter, and it's also a cream, and if you can see, it has a beautiful golden shine to it, and you can use this right in this area here, and that will kind of brighten and add some shimmer to this spot on your face. Also common to put this is on the upper lash, or the lower brow bone area here, so that adds a little bit shimmer, as well as up top. Adding it on top really makes your eyebrows look lifted. So whenever you lighten above the brow bone or above your brows, it will lift your eyes without surgery. Hey, you gotta love that, right? So that is our contour palette, and again we have 3 different colors, light, medium, and dark for that. And then what did I do next? I did, sometimes I do different orders of things, and today I did kind of go out of order than I normally did. I then, like normally I would put my blush and my bronzer on my cheeks, but I skipped that and went to eyes. Maybe I was just too excited about the eye look for today. And Addiction Palette number 4. I mean, this is gorgeous. It is a combination of beautiful blues, kind of blue grays, and bronzes, and cool browns. And it just reminds me of the beach, the ocean, the sand, and the sky. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. And it contains 7 colors, some of which are matte, some are pearl, and some are high metallic. So just an incredible palette to really give you all different kinds of looks. And today's look for the eyes, just take a look. I know sometimes I go a little too fast with that. You can see it more when my eyes are closed a little bit. But I started off with this, the second one from the end, and this is called Cheerful. And I wanted that to be my transition color. So I took a crease brush, and these are super, super pigmented, so I just dabbed it, just a couple like boom, boom, little taps, and then I literally drew a line above my crease area, and I just blended that so it had a nice soft edge. And that's just going to help transition the color from my lid and upwards. So I did that first, and then I came back with our sponge brush. It's a sponge angle brush, and it is double-sided. And I love this brush because of this sponge. And you know, I used to use these like little cheap sponges in the past, and they would just like get all dried out, and they'd get all gross, and they'd fall apart. And I thought, God, I need a sponge brush. You know, I had that in my mind of how those brushes or those sponges were. But what's the difference here? This is a high quality sponge, so it doesn't do that. And it's amazing. So what I like to do, especially with this metallic color, which is what I used on my lid, I like to get the brush damp. So the sponge damp. So what I do is I take our rose water, and I actually just spray it in the lid, so I have a little bit of product in the lid. Excuse me, my eyes are starting to water here. Give me a second. Blow my nose. You don't need to see that. And, okay. So I just have a little bit of the rose water in my lid here, and I just grab some with the sponge. And then I take the palette and I just press it on. I kind of wiggle it on the product, and I used this one here, the bronze. And it's very high shimmer. And I just get that on there. And then what I like to do is I like to hold the brush so that it's kind of pointed down. And make sure you're getting it on the tip of the brush too, or the sponge, because when you're pressing this down, you come in this angle, you're going to get right at the base of your lash line. And that's so important because you don't want that white, oh look at my eyes are watering, can you see that? You don't want the product not to go all the way down to the lash line. You don't want that white line. So by angling it this way and tapping, and again, I like to tap because when this brush is wet and you get the product on there, you get the most impact of product onto your eyelid. It just like creates this beautiful finish, and it just adds the most product to your eyes. So that's what I did. I did that all over my lid. And then I did want to bring some of that color below my lash line here. So then I switched it up to another brush. This is an angled double-sided brush. And this is great for using as a liner because it has this tapered edge and it comes to kind of a point. And on this side, you get the nice blendy soft side. So I like to, again, wet this if I'm going to use it as a liner. And I did that underneath. So the inside and lid have this beautiful bronze gold. And then I did pull down some of the blue color, the lighter blue, below with my crease brush because it's a little bit more firm. And I did drag that below. And then I wanted to smoke it up a little bit more, have it more dramatic. So that's when I went for the darker color. And I did use the crease brush. And so a couple taps. And I always start kind of around right here. Not all the way to the edge, but right here because it always delivers a lot of product. And I can always go this way downwards and then I can go back. So I just kind of swept it back and forth just on the outer corner and just above the crease. So, and this is definitely a more dramatic, smoky look, but doing it above my crease will make my lids look bigger. And my eyes tend to have a double lid, and this side does kind of sag down a little bit. So if you kind of look at your eye in a more natural way, and you can see that by bringing up the dark color above the crease where you can see it, it's going to make my crease actually look like it's higher up on my eyes. So that's going to create my eyelids to actually look bigger. If I had put this product, the dark color, on the crease or below, it will close up my eyes. So this is a great trick for people that have double lids, or you want to make your eyes look bigger. Make your own crease. Just bring it above and then holding that natural state where you can really see the shape. And I just blended and blended until I had the desired edge shape and that they were hopefully even on both sides. So that's why it's so important to always kind of look with a natural eye, like relaxed eye, so you can really see where that shape is. And I also used this one on the end. This is Tender. This is an amazing, amazing highlighter. So not only did I use it on the inner corner to brighten highlight, but you could also use it if you didn't have the contour palette. This makes a gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. And you could tap that on the sides or of your eyes and down as a highlighter. And I did use this above my brow bone and below my brow bone. So, I mean, it's such an amazing palette. It's so versatile. You've got a highlighter. Some people use these two browns for their brows. If you had a kind of medium brown hair or even blondish, these are amazing colors to use to fill in your brows too. So incredibly versatile palette, and I just love it. Oh, I also use a little bit of Tender just to highlight the bridge of my nose, just to give a little shimmer to it, in my Cupid's bow area. So again, very versatile palette. This is Addiction palette number 4. 7 amazing colors, and we have 5 palettes, and they're all amazing. And this this particular palette is available in our current presenter kit. So if you are wanting to snatch up the biggest deal possible, our presenter kit is worth $281 in full-size product, and it's only $99. And it comes with this palette and a couple of those brushes that I showed you. So amazing palette. That's what is on my eyes. I did use an eyeliner, and I'm using this color here, Polar. And I know this is a little bit of a tease for you guys, and I only have this much left. I'm in love with this color, this beautiful, beautiful blue. I have it on my waterline. And I hate to even show it to you guys because it really is a tease. Look at this color. But it was an exclusive color a couple of months back, which means that I can't buy it. No one can buy it. It's kind of tease, but what they sometimes do is if people write support or if people just love this color and you're giving our company unique feedback on how much they love it, they might add this. So I could see them adding this color because it is so, so gorgeous. And it's super smooth and blendable. So when I've actually used this all over my lid as a color. But when it just goes down so easily, and it just has this beautiful, beautiful shimmer. And it's so blendable. Like I could use it even with my finger. You can see that I'm able to blend that out. So they go down super creamy, and then they're blendable, and then they dry and they set and they stay put. So our eyeliners are amazing, and I'm teasing you with this color Polar. I do have one in stock, actually. I remembered I bought an extra Kudos, and I just have it in my drawer. So I actually do have one of these. If you guys love blue, there's one lucky lady out there that I would give that blue to. So that's our eyeliner pencil. And these are only 15 bucks for an eyeliner. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So that I use on my lower lash line. I also use it on my upper lash line. Oftentimes I will use black on my upper, but I just went ahead and used Polar. And I thought Polar was such a pretty color because the eye palette already has that blue tone in there, so I just thought that was a great little mix for that. And let's see, after I did my eyes, I came back, and of course our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. I mean, I'm so thankful for this mascara because I have the smallest, like the stubbiest, sparsest eyelashes. So our mascara is amazing. You can definitely see it, like your mascara, more intense if you use light colors on your lid, because if it's dark and you have kind of dark on dark, a little bit harder to see, but maybe you can see this way. So if it can make my lashes look amazing and long, think about what it could do for you. And if you have like already long lashes and they're already full, this would be amazing. So that I would say this is like the minimum look that you would get, because I really don't have much. In fact, I am trying out a growth serum to see if I can make my lashes a little bit more full. Like there's a spot where I have like a little mole or something. It just kind of showed up, and there's no lashes right on that spot, so I had this gap. So whatever, right? You gotta work with what you gotta work with. So that was my eyes, and then my lips. I just wanted something bold and fun, And whenever I put this combo on, my husband calls it the bitch stick because, you know, I'm a little bit more sassy when I'm wearing a red lip. So I'm actually wearing a lip stain, and this is color Sultry. And lip stains basically is like water. There's no real delivery of a moisturizer or a product that helps it stay like a lipstick or a lip balm. It's just like water, and it literally stains your lips. And it lasts super long time because it is a stain. So these lip stains are amazing. Bold colors. We have seven colors, and in March 1st, we are adding to this palette that we currently have. So we're going to have, I think, 6 new colors. So that will give us, you know, a dozen of color options to play with, and they're all amazing. And so this color, one of my favorites, called Sultry. And again, this goes on just like water. And I'm going to wait a minute here and let that dry. So it does take a little practice to get used to the stain. You really need to make sure that your lips have no chapped lips at all. You can't have any kind of dryness, because when you have dryness, color will adhere more intense in the areas that are dry, and then you start having this uneven lip color, and it just does not look good. So you want to make sure you are using a lip exfoliator and lots of moisture to keep your lips nice and supple. We do have a lip exfoliator. It is a sugar scrub, and it is a stick form, and you can do this as often as you like. And this is what's helped me through the winter keep my lips nice and soft. So I usually do this treatment in the evenings, and then after I do that, I follow up with a little bit of our beauty serum, because that has even more moisture and skin lipids and vitamin E and all that other good stuff. So my lips are like perfectly set up for doing a lip stain. And I always start off with the lip stain on the inner areas of my lips, and then I go towards the outer edge. And I just find that if I do the outer edge first, there's a little bit too much product, and then I find that the inside kind of fades out faster than the outer lined area. So it's just something to play with. And, you know, as anything, you need to kind of play around with different products and see what works for you. But this is amazing color. So like I said, this has it's just like going on like water, and it does dry. And when it's dry, which it's not quite yet here, not quite, but once it's dry, it is transfer free. It's not gonna end up on someone's cheek when you give them a kiss. It's not gonna end up on a glass. It will stay put in non-transfer, and that's one thing. Let's see. What's so amazing about it, well, up here I had some tests that I was doing earlier, but it is a non-transfer. It will not, because there's like nothing there for it to transfer to. It just absorbs into your skin because it is a stain. So after you do that, you know, sometimes you want to have some moisture to your lips because it's just like adding water, and you want your lips to stay moist and dry. There's a couple things you can do, actually a few. We have our lip balms, which is tinted moisturizer for your lips. We do have a clear one, and we have 5 colors. So by adding a lip balm on top, you're getting this super, super creamy lip balm on top, and that is going to make your lips feel amazing in that moisture. Another thing you could do is we have a lip glosses, and that's what I did today. I actually used this color here. This is called, what color is this? This is Lovesick, and it's a little bit of a pink coral color, but it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So not only did it add extra gloss, but it added a little shimmer to it. And in fact, I applied this quite a while ago, so I'll just put a little bit more on. So with the stains, you could follow up with our Bon Bon to give it more matte look. You could gloss it up with a lip gloss of any color. We also have a clear lip gloss too that doesn't have any pigment in there. But if you're going for this bold red, you can pair it up with another bold red. Like we have this color Luscious, and this is also an incredible bold red. So there's lots of options and lots of fun things you can do with different products combined together. So that is my lips. Okay. Yeah, okay, so after I did my lips, again, I went out of order a little bit today. I went back to my blush and a little bit of bronzer. So today I used our Mineral Touch pressed powder, and these are super, super pigmented, and I just used that on my cheekbone and up, kind of upwards, so my face gets kind of lifted. So on my cheekbone and up. So here's my little brush that I use, our angled brush, and I just barely tap it here because there's so much pigment in these, and then I kind of tap it in the mirror, and then I literally just like tap it and upwards, tap it and upwards, tap it and upwards. I already have so much on there, so I don't want to look like a clown. But the camera actually always makes it look not as intense as it actually is. So I just tap it up. And that's how I use the blush. And this is Color Stunning. It is a bright pink. We have 5 different shades, and they're long wearing. And this palette, I think I've had this over a year, and you can see like it's probably my #1 palette that I use, and it's like hardly even a dent in these. So these will last a long time. And then I wanted to have a little bit of a bronzy glow. Even though it's winter doesn't mean a girl can't have a bronzy glow. So this is our bronzer. We call it Beachfront Bronzer. We have 3 different shades. This is the medium shade. This is called Hermosa. And it has this particular shade, has a little bit of pink to it, which is great with my undertones because my skin looks amazing with pinks. So we have a sunset lighter shade, and then we have a darker shade, Malibu, that are more brown, but this one has a little bit of a pink undertone. I mean, it's subtle, but this is our medium. And our bronzers, they have one side here, you can probably tell a little bit, but on this side here is more matte, and this side here is more shimmer. So you can play around in different areas of your face to get a desired look. So I actually use another brush because I have so many products that I don't want to mix it up. Otherwise I'm cleaning my brushes too often. So I have another brush that I use, and I just used a little bit of the shimmery side, and I just came in here just underneath the hollows of my cheekbone, and that's kind of where I had put the contour from earlier, but I'm just kind of going back over it, and it's just going to add a little bit more shimmer to that. So I did that on both sides. So it's kind of where, like between where I did my contour and then I had my blush, and I'm kind of going right in between those areas, because remember, I also had my highlight that was up above the cheekbone. So that is what I did with the bronzer. And gosh, that might be all I did, right? All I did. But, you know, it's a rainy day, and I have fun with this. And I hope you guys are enjoying my videos and my how-tos and my little tips. And if you have any questions about any of the products that you've seen, please give me a message. And if you're interested in signing up and getting this awesome presenter kit and getting all these products in your hands for super, super discounted price, $99, you get the whole kit. And, you know, when it comes to signing up, you can literally just buy the kit and that's it. Or if you fall in love with the products like I have, you can continue to buy for yourself. I'm my biggest customer, and you will get your own commission back. So you will get you can think of it as you're getting commission, or you can think of it as getting discounts. but you are getting amazing, high quality makeup and skincare. And I haven't really talked a lot about our skincare, and it is amazing. So I should do a tutorial on that. So anyway, if you have any questions, I'm here. If you want to see something in particular, a little how-to, I know I did my tutorials have been lately after the fact I put my makeup on, but I could definitely, if you want to see something, me do it from scratch, I'd be happy to show you. Just let me know, and I'm here for you guys. Okay? Have a great rainy Monday afternoon. Bye.